What up, YouTube? It is your boy Brad here from Blitz Threads Reviews, and look at what I have in hand. A very random collaboration, if you ask me. These are the Rich Paul New Balance 550s, and I'm going to have a look at these in this video, and yeah, I'll let you know what I think of them. But before I do that, if you could like this video, subscribe to my channel, I'd greatly appreciate that, because I'm only just getting started. I've got a endless flow of shoes that come my way on the daily. All I have to do is, turn on the camera and get to reviewing them. So with this pair, it's a very random one, like I've said. But who is Rich Paul? Well, Rich Paul he's a sports agent, like one of the biggest in the game now in the NBA. I don't know if he's across all sports, so like NFL, baseball, but I do know in the NBA, Rich Paul kind of runs the show nowadays. He is one of LeBron's childhood friends. So he's into all sorts of stuff. I think he's got like, don't they have like him and LeBron have a film? I don't know if you call it a studio, but they have a business for production. So yeah, he's into everything, and now he's got this New Balance collaboration. And let's take a look at the shoes. Well, before we look at the shoes, the box, very regal. You could see that. Rich Paul, RP, Rich Paul for New Balance, very presidential slogan. Now, the story behind the collaboration, all I could find out from looking at New Balance's website was they kind of correlated Rich Paul's come up of the 550, saying the New Balance 550 it's come from being an obscure basketball shoe of the late 80s to nowadays being one of, a very sought after shoe. And they kind of said like Rich Paul is similar, came from humble beginnings to now being, a boss in the game. So that's kind of all I could get from New Balance. In terms of like the story behind the color blocking and all that, no idea. I got no idea. So what you see here, I do not know the backstory behind the shoes. You can see there the New Balance N. It's a very beige color, no cracking, not like the ALDs. Same on the medial side. Okay, and the leather on this shoe actually is quite soft. So you put these on foot, they're kind of good to go. That's like they're worn in. The ALD 550s, you've got to wear those. You got to wear those bitches in. Like, yeah, they're not just good to go. You got to let your foot kind of wear that leather out a bit. But these are just a lot more buttery and soft. Even the this is a little more chunky and fat. Feels a lot more padded on this side. Like, this shit's almost something you can fucking skate in, especially just how much protection you've got on this side. But the sole's a bit stiff. Like, you ain't gonna get much give out of the sole. Very fucking sturdy sole on these. And this white leather, it's not like a pearly white. It is quite tanned. Okay, so there you go. Rich Paul, that's how you know it's his shoe. There's Rich Paul for New Balance. This shit reminds me of like I just think of like sliced lemon when I see this. My eyes first reaction is like, oh, it looks like slices of lemon on a fucking tongue, but I don't really know what's going on there, or a caterpillar or some shit. But anyway, this yellow does add a lot to the shoe. It's only a little amount, but definitely pops. And then here you can see this UNC blue with midnight navy. Okay, and then a lot of the hits around the blue hits are midnight navy that you can see around the shoe. If you go to the back there, NB is looking pretty clean. You got like flashes of that baby blue running through the N, and then a midnight navy blue. Clean shoe. I love the 550s. I have been wearing the ALD pair, and yeah, they're fine on foot. They're not like, it's not like wearing a fucking a Yeezy 350 or some incredibly comfortable shoe like some other New Balances, maybe 992s, but they are nice on foot. Definitely a clean shoe, easy to rock, very versatile. There is another pair I thought I'd show you as well that I have. It is the Syracuse. Now, I don't have the box for these, but the box is just a regular grey New Balance box, not a special box like the ALD or the Rich Paul pair. And these are fucking clean, man. Clean, non-collaboration shoe, called the College Pack, Syracuse colorway, pops. This shit goes hard. There is a UNC pair as well. I think there's like a Georgetown type colorway as well. And these go hard. The only real difference with these to the Rich Paul pair, where the oranges, like this is like a canvas material, okay, whereas here it's like perforated leather. You can just see here at the back. And actually this one's a little fatter. It's a little more like puffy around here. So this one's a little more narrow. See there? And yeah, the leather, this is what I mean, like the ALD pair, you gotta wear these bitches in. So there's certain shoes, man, I think, like I remember from when I was young, I'd wear like leather shoes. I had to wear them like school uniform and shit. And you always knew you gotta wear them in, like they're gonna be uncomfortable first few wears, and you gotta get past that. There are shoes like this. You got to get past them. Some people aren't used to it. They might be wearing like synthetic material, like runners and that, where they just like put them on foot, fucking good to go. Yeezy 350s. But yeah, certain shoes, they have style, but you got to wear them in. It ain't just given to you that they're going to be like comfortable on foot. But yeah, these ones, and the resale on these fucking college packs has been crazy. Not quite like Protection Pack 2002 New Balance resale price. But for a non-collab pair, they're pretty fucking pricey, and these ones are yet to drop at the time I'm filming these. I don't know how much they're gonna go for. Rich Paul, like it's weird. Like Rich Paul will not carry this collaboration. I'm keeping it 100. The 550 without Rich Paul's name on it, this shit would sell in this climate. Off the back of the ALD stuff, like Rich Paul, I don't know. It's random for me, because if I was like running New Balance, I'd be like, why do I need to cut you a check, Rich Paul? What are you going to bring? So whether Rich Paul, he probably may have some deeper connection with New Balance, like on a business level, and they just throwing him a bone, like, yeah, we're going to get you a shoe as well, because he's not carrying this fucking collaboration. This shoe will be fine on its fucking own, okay? It'll sell out. There's 550s now, non-collab pairs selling out with fucking resale. Now that shit's pretty crazy, but it's a testament. ALD just Amy Leon Dore really put the microscope on the 550 silhouette and made people see like that shit is dope actually. And just the whole ALD brand itself, they are perfect for that silhouette. They maximize what the 550 is, and now the 550, the wave is fucking off. It's going full speed, and yeah, there's another pair coming, but I'm here to always educate people, let you know if you are going to go resell, then you do need to watch out, like, because some people mightn't even know, like 550 reps, like, nah, I didn't even know they were a thing, and then they go pay resale and they get cracked over the skull, they get finessed. So I'm here to let people know that there's always an alternative as well. More importantly than, for me personally, than looking out for people who are going to pay resale, is just letting people know there is an alternative to resale where you don't have to always give up fucking hard-earned money to people that haven't really done anything. They've just had the advantage of getting the shoe. Now, there are resellers there. I'm not getting it twisted. They put in work with bots and investing and all that shit. And they want to return. It's business. I get it. But again, these shoes ain't worth what people want for them a lot of the time. They're so easy to make, and that's where there's a massive vulnerability in the sneaker industry, because when something becomes so astronomically expensive, but to actually produce it on the black market is not very difficult, that's where you end up having problems, because people see the potential for getting a shoe like this and marking it up 1000% or whatever it may be. Maybe not that pair, but there are certain pairs, and they're not really worth that. So if you're not sure about, like, if you like shoes but you're like, I don't like them enough to spend hundreds to thousands of dollars on pairs, there's an alternative. And that fucking pisses people off, man. They get angry about that shit. They don't like it, because a lot of sneakers are like it allows people to have a one-up over someone. They can kind of feel superior. Yes, I've got that shit. And then if someone else comes along and he's paid, I'm just throwing a number out there, $150 for this, and you paid $500, you might be fucking pissed. Like, but whose fault is that? You know what I mean? People get very emotional in this sneaker game. I'll tell you this, at the end of the day, China going to keep on winning. The people that are making these shoes, there's no emotions tied to them. I've been to Putian. I've met these people that sell these shoes. They don't even fucking wear sneakers, a lot of them. Some of them do, but some of them just don't give a fuck. It is a different thing for them. It's not emotional, it's business. And people don't like that. I can get it. Like, they're like, no, they can't be doing that. Who's going to stop them? This thing goes very deep, this rabbit hole of how we've got to this point in 2022 where there's New Balances that fucking look flawless with retail. How we got to this stage as well, there's many things. Maybe over different videos I will break that down. But I think for now I've kind of said what I've needed to say. And yeah, if you are out there and you're 11 and under, you are able to get your hands on option Bs if you know the route you need to take to acquire them. If you're 11 US and over, you're out of luck, but it does mean if you get them resale, you're not going to have the risk of buying a replica at a resale price because they do not make them over that size. Even these retail in China, 11 US is the biggest for New Balance, okay? So that's where you're going to have to be careful in the resale secondary market. 11 US and over, you're good to go, you're sweet. But that's all from me. I think I said my part, so let's get to a B-roll and check these shoes out later.